What's up, guys? It's your boy Bert here, coming back with another game of Warcraft Legacies. We got a whole new version here and a couple new updates for it as well. That last video was just a quick sneak peek into this version. We're not gonna quite cover it yet because we still got to make sure it's balanced. We're still gonna be a little bit of tweaking and whatnot, and we gotta let the meta settle over there in Kalimdor before we take a look at it. But today we're gonna be looking at Grom's Iron Forge. Not Grom's Iron Forge. Is it Grom? I think it's Grom's. No, it's the G's Iron Forge. That's right. That's why I didn't think it was Grom. Grom's on Quill the Loss in this game. Up against, it's got a tall order ahead of him. Up against SMC Skeleton's Scourge and Exterial's Sun Fury. So, pretty good game coming ahead of us here. I took a sneak peek to make sure it was a decent replay. Looks like some of the duels go pretty well, and for the most part here, all these are super experienced players, so we got a pretty good game ahead of us. Anyways, instant tech, instant alter. He got out not instant tech, I guess. 3 workers to saturate the gold mine to get it up to, is that 6 there? Yeah, it should be 6. And then made the altar, made the barracks over here, mustering hall, I guess is what it's called, and teched immediately into a mining colony. Then you send those 2 workers to go and start getting wood, start making riflemen, and Murden drops out, you start clearing this camp. Alright, quick for player intros really quickly. So the G's teammates are going to be Richard on Stormwind, Shadow Elites on Kulturas, and then he's going to be on Team 2, so it's going to be Trix on Scourge with Star Fox on Legion. And then we're going to have them with Horde, which is going to be Technopig on Frostwolf, Koi on the new War Song, and Hirewolf stayed with Goblin this game. And then their direct matchup's going to be Ada on Druid, Failgiver on Draenei, and Alio on Sentinel. And then their teammates over in North Alliance are going to be Grom again on Quill the Loss, Nick on Dalaran, and Boys on Lordaeron. So let me put this on the G real quick so we hear his Q. Also keep an eye on the production Q. He's going to be right here on production, so keep an eye there. So this looks like, a good amount of riflemen. Good handful. Maybe it's not a full control group, but almost a full quadruple riflemen. And Murden to creep. Tech up. So not even making casters yet. Making another solid group of riflemen. And what he's going to do is he's going to creep Dunmoder with it. Let me go back and switch these back to how I wanted these. I wanted this on Grom and probably this on Exterior because we're going to focus on these fights. This didn't change even though I tried to. Oh yeah, it does that buggy thing when I screw it up, it bugs out a little. So let's go to Star Fox and then can I go to Grom? Yep, cool. Tricks. We'll do that. So the 2 sport races and then the 2 big macro races for the evil. So we're gonna focus on the Eastern Kingdom duels here. So with the bottom crew comes over here and creeps this, but he sends the majority of those riflemen over here, and you can just attack move them into this area, and attack move them up here to creep all this stuff. And then I probably missed it already, but yes, okay. So with the group of riflemen here, he ignored the creeps, and he ignored most of the creeps. He killed the mortar man in the back and then took the control point, and the control point helps with the creeping a lot after you back this up because this tower will just aggro to this instead of killing your riflemen. So that's how you do that. Sorry that I missed some of it. And then creeping into the northern Badlands, and like I said, that small group of riflemen will creep all the way into here because once they get close enough, the control point gets unlocked. Creeping down into here. And these are the rune priests you spawn with, I believe. He's getting out Thanes. So this is the whole group you get from Iron Forge. He just brings them over. And then starts getting out Thanes immediately. Again, guys, if you're interested in playing Warcraft Legacies, I'll have the Discord link in the description. Join up, ask about optimal builds, watch my videos, watch other creators' videos. There's a whole channel dedicated in the Discord to, you know, helping new players start out and, you know, how to do the first 10 minutes of creeping before the fights start, and what are good, you know, army compositions. And then practice those a couple of times. You definitely don't just get it naturally in the real game, so in between lobbies, if you can't get in a lobby, and look, of course, real experience is the best. Actually fighting real players is the best experience, but practice the creeping route, because the first 10 minutes is basically versus PvE anyways. So at this control point, he just pops the items you get to heal up your guys mid-fight, and then he gets shredders from the lavatory. He's going to send them over here to start getting them wood. And now he's making even more riflemen up here to go and creep all of the Dragon Maw area, Dragon Maw Port, Northern Highlands, Southern Highlands, and then finally Grimbat's Hole. So he'll go ahead and creep all of that with a pretty big group of riflemen. He's got King Magni out now, Thanes, and he's still just creeping, not making that many casters yet.
Job's done.
But that's what you gotta do. Creep, creep, creep. So you can have the money to actually have the army.
Our allies' town is under siege. Who wants some?
Check in. Farming. Essence of Murmur here on Mactheridin, Kozak. And we have the Sun Fairy Elves. Astromancers level 1. He's got the Elites out, going with the Ancients of Arcane. Got Flame Keepers, haven't upgraded them yet. Yeah, looks like prioritizing those Ancients of Arcane, I guess. Look pretty good. Hero armor. Okay, chaos damage. The ball is beginning to form for the TP. I just heard mortars coming out, and it looks like, yep. So he sent a couple workers through to get a pinnacle and a mustering hall down. This pinnacle is going to be for the engineers. He's already got them rank 1. Good. Need to keep upgrading them. So you're probably going to want a control group of engineers. So these are the guys that throw down the rifle turrets for DPS. They have dispels. They have mines. Really important. Getting mortars out too. Very important. You need that extra damage. The next upgrade for engineers is finishing up now. So now they'll have their turrets. But they have one more for the mines. Right. Wow. Oh, yep. Trying to get him to macro. But the portal just opened, so he's just trying to get the units up so they don't feed, you know, extra XP at the beginning of the fight. And here comes Felhorde storming through the portal. Turn 8. Grom has finished cleaning up Quel'Thalas. Is now headed to join the team in Anderhall. A little bit new bridge design in this version. I don't know if I mentioned which version it was, but it's 3.5.3. So, don't worry, I'll put the link in the description for how to get to the Discord and how to get to that download link. Just mustering in Darkshire now, getting ready for the fight. But yeah, by turn 9, this is where you want to be. And let's even take a look here. Yeah, didn't even creep any of this. So Stormwind took care of the burning steps for creeping, but left all of Blackrock. Didn't bother creeping, you know, Searing Gorge. It is a lot of creeps to take out, so it takes a good amount of time, and then it's only a 10 per minute control point. So looks like he prioritized, you know, gearing up because, you know, they came through the portal at turn 8, so makes sense. And they're stepping into the Swamp of Staros now. Up north, this control point was never taken in Altar Rock, 20 gold a minute. I don't know, definitely should have prioritized that one if you ask me. But the mages are out for elves and they're upgraded, so chain heals are ready to come through. Focusing on rangers and a damage upgrade, while paladins focus on damage upgrade and no armor. Interesting. The plague pops. It begins. And Styrian getting his ass beat by the plague spawn. What are we pinging? What are we pinging? The Legion workers are building buildings. Scourge is also making buildings. Looks like he used the summon from Capital Palace to start going hitting those. And the TP gets cancelled by a group of militia that could have been dispelled. Oh my god. Minus 180 gold for Scourge tricks. Oh my god, no way. Oh, he's got another TP on. Kel'Thuzad now. This fight still hasn't broken out yet. Turn 10. Oh, looks like we're gonna macro. Looks like we're gonna send the macros out first. Yep, so we're creeping with the spawns from Blackrock. When these units spawn in Blackrock now, these units automatically are queued to go and attack here somewhere. So, they kind of already have orders. Flirting on the bridge a little bit. Up north. We're heading down south because the TP ended up being successful here. Okay. So Stormwind is on team 2 with Scourge here. So they're grouping up with them a little bit, but what's about down south? Yeah, see, this is still some Stormwind here, so he's split up his heroes right now, so that's a little difficult for him, I bet. But final composition here, Thanes, 1-0 upgrades. He's got a couple of warriors, I'm guessing, but a ton of riflemen with, you know, that damage upgrade. Level 2 engineers. What about the rune priests? I want to click on a rune priest. Let's see if I can find one. Actually can't find one. There. Rune priest. No upgrades. Didn't build any new ones. But mortar team here. And getting the shrapnel upgrade right now for them. It's going to be a little late, but he's working on it. Turn 12, looks like Fell's about ready to go across the bridge. We're going to check in up north first. Looks like they're fighting over this choke here in the river. Good flank on Legion here. I wonder if the Crypt Swarms already came through. I didn't notice or not. Good dispels on all the army of the Elves. Deep, a lot of AoE coming over the top there. That looks really juicy. I just don't know if they cast a... There's the Crypt Swarms coming through. See, because it was the whole army, it didn't look like it was that much damage. There was the stun spell from the building of Stormwind there. Good blizzard on the back here. It's not going to do too much though. Checking down south. Still no fight. Oh, it looks like they did fight a little bit, and then they retreated. Now they're hitting mines, so did not commit for the fight. Looks like some of those chain heal magus are going down for the elves. Paladins tanking on both sides actually, so good control. Barely saved the hero there on Oz. It was Arthas, I believe. No, it was Uther. Uther almost went down there. Just heard a Dreadlord die on the life side. It was nothing on himself. Unfortunate, so that's no less chain heals for Legion. Dispel's going down on the Scourge side there. The Kirin Tori casting their chain lightnings into the middle there. Plenty of abominations to tank up front there. 1-2 upgrades, really good for Scourge there. All those guys are getting in front. Mortar team, engineers, what is going on up here? We're just pumping out riflemen. Oh, it looks like they farmed this, but they're going to need more riflemen for take Grim Patrol against the dragons. G wants Richard to... but he's fighting up top, okay. Yeah, G wants Richard to push, but he's fighting up top. Yeah, it looks like he's even harassing a little bit. So Richard's trying to fight on 2 fronts right now. Just interesting. If I feel like if this army would really just, you know, get it together and push, they'd be able to push them out. But are they like anti-macro? Yeah, they're doing a good job of macroing, is what's going on. Maybe not as good as I thought. Probably could be better. Wonder if the shenanigans going down in the middle that I'm missing. Nope. No big farm going down here, so... just some more Scourge Plague units to clean up here. And it looks like the fight's going to move towards Dalaran down here. Fight breaks out for sure this time? Yeah, I don't think they're just going to retreat out of this. Got the lava spawns out front, they're getting dispelled. Dispels down all the way across the army here. The roar from Black Hand to buff up his units, but I don't know if I got he got dispelled or not. See, here we go again with the Kulturus cannons, all firing on this left flank, right into this right side. Luckily, it is the elite units, so the hero armor of the Fel Squad that's tanking most of that, so that's good for them. Yeah, Siege is really well placed in the back of the bridge and getting fire into the front line here of the South Alliance side. The spells going down for both sides, the Warlock's casting that, Lightning Storm. More lava spawns getting spawned in to fill in for what units died, but still this is a lot of siege firing in the back. But ooh, is that Black Hand in there? No, he's half health, he's not going to go down yet. The hero for Sun Fury goes down, the Centurion, math guy, and then yeah, it looks like the hero squad's going to back up on the south over there, and Sun Fury needs to back away as well, so that fight will go on the way of South Alliance. Dreadlord's feeding again, some reveals coming out to figure out where the Scourge army is. It looks like they got pushed back. Random Stormwind units in the middle of all this. Elf army. The control point's doing work right now. It's just free damage. This Abomination's gonna get so much value off of its plague if they all walk through it right now. No. There's Disease Cloud, but checking back down south. Yep, they got pushed across the bridge now. Good wave spam. They get to pick off Murd in there. He wasn't paying attention. Slamming all the turrets down there. And we're gonna lose an Executioner. One Dispel down there. Tons of heroes dying for Team 2 there at the same time. Galen Trollbane out front. I'm guessing he's trying to get a stomp down next to Mac Theoden. Slow him down. Mac Theoden has boots though. He should be able to run out of any situation here. The Stormwind stun goes down on the army. They're trying to commit here. Baron Rivendare goes down for the Scourge, so this fight's taking place. Same exact choke point, just a little bit more pushed in now. Good concave with the Lordaeron hero squad up front, all the Magus in the back. Looks like the Dreadlords win for the snipe, but this is just a little too tightly packed here for them to do any significant damage. But good Infernal spawns on the back of the army here. Very good Blizzard onto the squishier stuff. Instantly gets cancelled though by something. And Uberak's almost dead. Someone needs to get a heal onto him whatever way they can. Stun comes out into the Paladin squad to slow them down on the chase. And it looks like Scourge is crumbling here. And this Legion crew will also get cleaned up as well. And Uberak will go down here. And that doesn't look too good for them. Fight down south. Trollbane is barely gets out by the skin of his teeth. Magni Bronzebeard exactly where he shouldn't be, but throwing down heals on the top line. He's going to get picked off there. I think he's got noticed. Maybe. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Gyrocopter's over the top, so that looks pretty good for Kulturus. Galen Trollbane getting low in there. Mac Theoden trying to pick him off so he doesn't get away. Wow, he actually does pick him off, and is he going to be able to get out too? Good cast from Catherine there onto the caster line of Sun Fury, but the mana shields keep them perfectly healthy. It doesn't even look like they took damage to us, but keep an eye on those mana bars. That is basically their health as well. Oh, is that a mass banish as well? Good damage on everything. I just don't think it's enough for everything to go down. Dispel coming out to protect them. That's right, I forgot. He has an upgraded form of the Firestorm there. It procs multiple times. Kazik almost goes... Oh my god. Literally 1 health at one point there. Is it going to get picked off? No, he's going to get healed just in time. Good for him. Up north, everything's been cleaned up. Nothing to worry about there. Kel'Thuzad, his ghost is reported back to the Icecrown, and now Gramash and his crew and goblins are now pushing into Tedrassil. Really good AoE down from the goblin tinkers there, throwing up the pocket factories too, and all the giants have fallen more feeding to the heroes and Grom himself. So it looks like, yeah, did the tree fall? Yeah, the tree fell. So it looks like the Horde won Kalimdor. Dalaran has TP'd down south to help out Fel against South Alliance, since Stormwind was up there bugging them the entire time. Now that they've won their fight, they're going to run up and try to turn the fight here. And immediately, since the fight was already so close and they were kind of back and forth all through the Swamp of Sorrows, that Dalaran showing up just pushes it over and they need to back up immediately. Tor, Hydromancers, Geomancers. Gotta be careful of those mortars. They got the shrapnel upgrade though, so that's exactly what they want to do, is hit into the casters. Alright, we gotta be careful on the heroes here from Fel. They could easily get turned on here, I feel. Is everyone paying attention? Good dispels coming out. A lot of dispels coming out. Jeez. Knight there getting focused now. He's trying to back away the best he can. Cossack goes down in a heartbeat. Good AoE onto the casters here. A lot of units dying. A lot of units dying really fast. And yeah, Team 1 will retreat from this fight for now. Up in Northrend, Quel'Thalas and Lordaeron have gone through the Death Gate, and they are now pushing into Northrend. Dreadlord's running. I haven't seen the most impact from them this game, even though they were buffed. Their carrion swarms got buffed, so still not looking too impactful because they can still die pretty quick in the fights.
Our allied town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
Just poking and prodding, flirting on the bridge a little bit. Nothing gonna happen there. Looks like some Scourge took a fight here, interesting, but they are still just kind of getting pushed through. They need to fall back to Icecrown. Revolving the Ghost of Kel'Thuzad. It looks like we're using the animated dead to slow them down a bit. Very good. They need to definitely get some units out as fast as they can. Don't know what happened to the Legion hit squad. They could be anywhere. They didn't build any buildings. Okay, here we go. There's first one. Getting out of building to make production buildings. Cenarius never died, so it's not the ghost of Cenarius, so they still have the Mother Tree item in the horn. Arthas is getting focused by towers right now and needs to watch out. Hopefully they're paying attention. Oh, yep, see? Oh, he Divine Shielded. He Divine Shielded on all of his paladins there out of panic to keep Arthas alive. Yeah, the Frostworms are moving in to pick him off. Oop, down south it looks like I missed it. Magni dies, gets picked off. Dalaran's moving in. Sun Fury's moving in. Draenei has now reconnected with North Alliance here and definitely wants to join in with the fight, it looks like. Where did he even come from? Do not know. Hero squad of Fel really running them down, trying to get in the middle of everything, but they're about to be overcommitted and turned on by all these ranged units. Watches Black Hand dies quickly. He needs to get out. Ewan walks out. Very good. The gate gets closed. Now we have all these Draenei units that just got locked out. I don't know why they closed the door. Oh, because they are actually on the Fel Horde team. They are on Team 1, my bad. Yeah, so Draenei is with them. Heading to go get on the boat right now. And Draenei chases him down a little bit. Do not think it's going to be enough damage to kill the Proudmoore flagship. Yeah, no. Anyways, up north. Legion trying to poke and prod in the back lines here. Could kill a bunch of casters there with good carrion swarms. They're sort of low, but they're still just getting focused down. Druid is here pushing with the North Alliance into the Icecrown. A lot of turrets to deal with. You got these dang obelisks that need to go down first. This one died, but this one has not. It's still just firing into the... Looks like they lost a lot of Quel'Thalas units over there. They're speeding in to try to pick off, you know, whatever heroes, whatever units they can. Sapphiron's still up in the skies. The Baron just got revived. Bunch of casts from the Eridar Summoners here. I'm guessing they made imps, right? Yeah, they made a bunch of imps. Imps are running in. Oh, jeez, the Curator just deleted every single one of them. And if this wasn't already crazy enough, the Frostwolf clan shows up to come help save Icecrown. Rexar's gets deleted in half of a second. You gotta be careful if you have your heroes up front, and the Tauren are now going in. Yeah, there we go. We're finding. Yeah, let's get everything together before we push up that hill, boys. I love that I always catch Techno Pig's mistakes and never his big plays. You love that. Healing wards are down. Could probably turn on Anastarian there, but you never know how much is following him. Actually, you do, because you do have perfect vision in Northrend if you're on team 2 here, so probably could have pushed. Another animate dead from Frozen Throne. See, this is good. Half mana on it means he's using all the spells from it. Miscoiling each other on the Dreadlords there. That was cute. Saffron's still over the top, but the resources are running thin. Ooh, look who's in the middle. Grom has arrived, and he is starting to fight with his Blade Masters into the North Alliance here. Getting slowed up by the Frostworms trying to get out. Getting Carrion swarmed from the back trying to get out. And here comes Warsong. 3/3 upgrades. Grom is literally huge. Like literally large. And he is pushing into the soft backside of the casters and Guelph Lost Elves. Picking off the macro coming in from the casters and TP coming in onto the containment. Are they trying to get out, or is somebody coming in? Let's check back in a second here. Looks like Karen died twice in there. No, that wasn't Karen. That was just a Tauren getting revived. And who did we get? We got Draenei coming up north. So he's here to help North Alliance. And Druids push in here. He's going to go for a flank, it appears. Not too sure how it's going to go for him. He's got his work cut out for him. It'd be nice to pick off the siege in the back, but they weren't doing anything anyways. Still a lot more AoE going down onto this North Alliance side. Still see a couple mages up. They got pretty high mana, so they'll be using their chain heals. I think that was Mowergrane or Garethos that just died there. Again, more Carrion Swarms. The Paladins are not very effective use of your Carrion Swarms, but looks like he's trying to slow them from just escaping. Infernals. This control point. All the units, all the reinforcement units came in with like 3/4 health, so I'm sure that it affected the fight a lot because of all this randomness they had to run through and take damage from. So the Icecrown is defended. Back down south, Sun Fury has been pushed back by Stormwind and Kulturis. And Dwarf. Looks like he's added Dreadnoughts to his army now. 12 armor, 164 damage at 2 upgrades, and average attack speed. That's melee range, but their ranged attack is more interesting. Retreating back on, getting baited by the Admiral Guard and with the taunts, fellas. But everyone else is trying to retreat back, it appears. Skyship's up to go against the War Zeppelins, very thematic. War Zeppelins just got screwed up by the Phoenix spawn from the Blood Warders. A ton of AoEs going down on both sides. This is a huge AoE over here on the left from Kael'thas. That's going to do a number on those units. Wow, we just gotta fight here, don't we? Get rid of all this. Toggle off some health bars. Look at all this artillery coming in from Goblin 2 in the back line. Just a whole line of armor. And what is this, the Fire Nation attacking? We've got tanks, we've got Zeppelins. The poor plebeians on the ground here getting run down. A ton of mortars over the top too as well. And yeah, the Fel team just gets destroyed there. Yes, they were completely outnumbered though, so not really a skill issue, more of the whole team showed up to come screw them up. Check back in. Let's take a look at the 8 PMs too while we're here. Exterior pretty high, SMC pretty high, Richard high, Nick For some reason on Dalaran super high, he must be casting spells always. I think that's 351, can't really tell, looks pretty high, but they are clicking on things, guys. Back in North Alliance, apparently nothing's happening, but they had to run from everything going on in the Icecrown and in Northrend. Dalaran came back down south, definitely needed him. Definitely needed him. They are discussing things in chat. What is being discussed here? Looks like the expeditionary expansion needs to get taken out here. Frostwolf and Warsong grouping up with Scourge, figuring things out. Yeah, their expedition's up here too.
Our town is under siege.
Draenei is taking what they can from Ironforge and them. The Fel is trying to macro up against Ironforge, and they're kind of feeding more into it as well. It looks like these units are actually pretty well queued up, so. Preparing for TPs on Quell and Lordaeron. And the fight in Blackrock is taking place now. All the summons finally being used from the Demon Gates. Very often forgotten about, even in the best of us. Crown buff gets popped. This caster line and this mortar line needs to move here so the heroes can cycle through. Huge mash banish. Oh my god, that's so much damage. All the lightning storms get popped at the same time too. That's at the Admiral's spell, but oh my god, and he just gets focused down too. What? They just got deleted coming through the choke there. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Yeah, well-placed spells from Kalthus is beautiful. Wow, that was great. Sentinels have arrived. 5-0 upgrades. Okay. Magni dice. I do not know where, but, you know, probably fed him. Horde is here as well. Fighting for Ironforge and Team 2, of course. Okay, so everyone must have come down here now. Let's check on Stormwind. They're fighting up against just Dalaran. Dalaran TP back because they need to defend their main stuff. Jaina Proudmoore just snatched up the book so it can't get stolen from her. And now they are chasing down Scourge and Legion out of their lands. That's crazy that they are running from only Dalaran. But it looks like they were just waiting for Warsong to catch up. Dispels on the summons coming out. Murden dies down south. Arthas and the crew are down south as well. And this is just too much, guys. I can't see anything if I'm keeping it 100 with you. Huge rains of light coming out. More spells on dispels in the background. Heroes going down for both sides. Another mash banish right in the middle there into the flame strike, but you know those holy lights, the AoE ones, are just going to keep them perfectly healthy there. These Thanes already popped their avatar form. They come out of it. They are still in there. They get focused down now, or they get healed up. Nope, one goes down, the other one barely gets out alive. Cairn up front, way overextended, but chain heals come through on him because Frostwolf can see their hero dying. Does he really get out? He does get out. He even catches a healing shield on top of him. And we have a new choke point here. Arthas casting his ult. Uther casting his ult. Lava Spawn getting resurrected. And all those tanks as well. Now the War Zeppelins just got aggroed in. Probably need to pull them out. Yep. And Dwarf finally takes the control point back. It's been harassing him the entire time. Back up north. It looks like they got pushed back through the Death Gate. Yep, by... Wow, that's actually crazy. Even with Warsong here.
town
Did
is
Warsong
under
back
siege.
off? I do not know what happened, but yeah, now Warsong's getting cut off actually. And Scourge needs to come through and help them fight. Oh, that does not feel good. They're getting cut in and yeah, cut off and trapped in here. I do not know how this fight went so poorly for Horde up top. I wish I would have caught it, but Warsong's just gonna lose everything here. 4-3 upgrades. Good pathing, said Koi. Koi definitely not paying attention. Yep, I'm gonna chalk that one up to being a skill issue, sir. Not creating your army there. Not watching your main army there. Because I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to go back to Northrend. And so from somewhere down here, he clicked, you know, up in Northrend to go through the Death Gate. And his units got all the way to here before he noticed. So that's tough. Frostwolf down south, they've been keeping this choke alive, but looks like a lot of the South Alliance team has been worn pretty thin. I believe that's Team 2. Yeah, Team 2. More Holy Lights coming down on all the lines. That, someone's bolt, I think. Yeah, boom. Don't know how much damage it did, but it looked mad cool. Armor line in the back, and Dalaran joins Team 1 again to push this through here. Trying to back his units up because he came in a little too hot. Richard wants to back. Makes sense. He saw the TP come in. For some reason, Goblin's standing their ground. 2-1 upgrades. They definitely need to back. They'll take the control point back. Check back up in Northrend. Looks like, yep, we're rebuilding on multiple heroes on Frostwolf or Warsong. Going back through the Death Gate just to take the CP back. Where are the armies here now? Where do the armies go? Just to clean up some control points, it looks like. Yep, Stormwind's probably been getting this one all game, It's a lot of gold, 20 gold, 15 gold per minute for those control points. Definitely need to move and take them back. Draenei cleaning up Stormguard. Quathalos falling back to Dalaran. Sentinels have joined. Dalaran fell and Sunfury here to push into South Alliance again. Up against Goblin. Stormwind and Dwarf, along with Frostwolf as well, it looks like. This fight's taking place everywhere. It's kind of hard for me to follow. Warsong and Scourge pushing back out. TP leaving. Quathalos is leaving. Nope, I lied. Dalaran came back. These Earth Golems are not summons, they are actually created this. Taming the Maelstrom's power. Thrall is being a shaman. Very cool. He's doing his shaman thing. Sorry, I'm missing action, but I wanted to see him doing his event. Chen feeds. Feeding Shadow Priests as well. Now they notice, now they run. Blade Master decided he wants to feed 5-3 upgrades on Warsong. Feeding a Korkan Elite as well. Who needed that gold? Not me. Very nice. Very nice. Gonna blame that on the game. So he still has whatever queued up is just straight through the whole army here. Luckily this is where they stopped and now they're pushing on the ungrouped Quathalos. Thrawn goes down for free. A couple units and he's gonna use Anasterians for free too. Nope. Baron might go down though. Yep. No coils on Baron. Just need to check down south real quick and see if they're fighting or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. The big chilling. Anasterian trying his hardest to feed, but understandable. Those close range heroes are hard to keep alive. Draenei coming in with a flank here against Horde. It will actually pick off Varrock Seraphine. Very nice pick there. And they're falling back through the Death Gate. Down south, poking and prodding. In 5 seconds, Technopig will have completed the quest to tame the Maelstrom's power. He gets a level for it, and he's now a world shaman. Very cool. We'll see if he remembers to move Thrall for the rest of the game. And Team 1 is on the retreat down south. And Dalaran's not even here. Oh, he needs Dalaran to probably push here.
Our town is under siege.
Lord Duran is here to help Fel.
Our forces are under attack.
Sentinels is here to help Fel. Dalaran is here to help Fel. Dwarf is poking and prodding from the top side. Those need to die quick. They do die quick. Goblin and Frostwolf is here to help out Dwarf. They're getting picked off. What is happening here? Koltaras, are you paying attention? There's a fight that's about to break out up north in this fight, or in South Alliance. I'm gonna pick off the control point, take out the sentry turrets. More columns. More pings. Kill Nick, they say. Kill Dalaran. Just do it. It's not easy running into the Geomancers. Earth columns getting picked off. Doing their job, tanking well. Dropping down the Tinker Factories. Pocket Factories. They're gonna get dispelled for free XP. They fell there to tank. Sun Fury fighting with Lordron up top. Really good spell from Arthas there, only if there was a nice mass banish into Flamestorm. Probably would have seen a lot of damage there, that would have been sick. But it looks like the Team 1 is the one retreating on the north side of the fight. South side of the fight, still poking and prodding from SMC. It's now on the retreat. Warsong, pingin, Scourge, go. Kill Quel'Thalas. Ooh! Good damage from Gunash. Gets chain healed right back up. Good mana on these guys. Nothing to worry about there. Do some dispels on these initiate mages for free. Shadow Priest and Warlock. Just hitting the main building. Horde finally helped push through with Goblin on the south side here. Dalaran is now regrouped with them. Lordaeron retreating and Sunfury retreating back to his fight down south. Blackhand dies. McTheridan trying to charge in, but Garethos leading the charge. Speedy boy throws a stun onto the Alchemist. Dispels coming through to slow down the Team 1. Stun on the Pikemen. They get light bursted on back up. Cancer Sunfury. Okay, I'm done with this. What are you gonna do, Hire? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Leave? You gonna leave at 8v8? You gonna be the guy that leaves? Nuke. Okay, that's how he's done with it. He's go ahead and trying to drop a nuke on Dalaran. Nick will notice that though, and he will move. Technopig laughs in the face of danger. Garethos might get picked off here. That Necrolight's a hole. Oh, even the Necrolight, not being microed, knows he needs to run. I don't know what Sunfuries do. A little close to that blast radius there.
Nuclear launch detected.
Nope, we're good. No damage done. No harm, no foul. Didn't hit a single unit. New nuke. Oh. We did not lose, Richard. We just shared control. Fighting back and forth. Who are we on right now? We are on the G still, yep. Pushing across the bridge finally. Let's check back up north. Warsong regrouping. Just holding up there in Dalaran. SMC is losing McTheridan. Arthas is level 11. Uther's level 11. Level 10 on the Fel heroes. That big mana shield coming out from Jaina. I think that's... No, she hasn't used her ult. I think it's big bubble, right? Okay, big mana shield coming out again. Green breath. Better nuke this time. I don't know how much damage it did. Executioners need to be queued into the fight there. They're kind of just standing in the back. There we go. Now they're moving in. Sentinels are here too to assist. Which team are they on? They are on the Fell Horde team, so they're just here for straight damage output, 5-0 upgrades. It looks like the north side fight is also going the way of Team 2. Nope, Team 1, my bad. Getting confused still. Regardless of all these siege walkers and stuff, this nuke is launched right here. Probably could have moved it up a little. You gotta remember those take forever to hit. Probably could have put it around here somewhere, I don't know. The summons from the Blood Warders over the top. Siege Walkers and Assault Tanks still need to back up before they get picked off. Organis goes down. I think that actually killed some people this time. Some people, I heard some orcs die when that hit this time. Checking up north. Quel'Thas fall? Quel'Thas army die? Checking on Grom where he's at. Yep, he died guarding Dalaran. 0 fragment on the ground. Dalaran had to TP out from that spell fight, so finally the Scourge has finished off Dalaran. Those pesky mages. Exdar's there helping him out. And down south. So it looks like things are going even. The evil teams are finally winning their duels. Sour Fang dies, so stuff's happening up north. What's happening? Druid is in here with the Exodar. Oh, okay, so they are fighting to defend. My bad. Druid and the Exodar are in here fighting to defend Dalaran. They need to break out, but also, yeah, it looks like Scourge can just kill them, right? Nick trolling with the gate being closed. That is hilarious. I die with it, GG, he says. And he leaves. And that'll be the end of the game. So they were good fights on both ends. I guess this one goes to... yes, okay, we actually get to see the end screen this time. I gotta make sure I'm not fast forwarding at the end of the games. Nick got max kills, and he's the first to leave the game because Dalaran finally falls. Probably could have, lasted that one out and figured out which one of the duels we're gonna win, but the game was getting long. As Trix and SMC with the next most kills, Richard up there too, and the G who we were following produced a ton of units because of those turrets, right? But then, yeah, pretty good. And then most heroes killed. It's gonna be Nick, Trix, Ada, Failgiver. Sweet. Thanks again for watching, guys, and come join the Discord. See you next time. Peace.